Alright guys, in this video, we're going to take a look at our 2017 purchases for our ball python collection, so stick around. Alright guys, thanks for joining us. Apologies off the bat for the delay in videos. It's been really frustrating here, at least for me. The bearded dragons have not been doing what they normally do for whatever reason. I'm getting locks on girls, but they're dropping infertile legs.
We got some that are refusing locks.
Anyway, I've been frustrated with that, all in all. So I went out and bought a snake. Right, but that's more what this video is about, because buying snakes and animals makes me happy. But that's not really what the video is about. But the video is about
purchasing reptiles.
Correct. So this video, we're going to go over our purchases for our ball python collection that spanned over 2017. So it's quite a bit. So I'm going to try to not talk about each animal too much, as I really don't know the pairings of all the animals. I know like genetically what they are and who they came from, so I'll probably give you that. Try to keep that pared down so that the video doesn't end up being 25 minutes like he likes to do. 25 minutes like he likes to do all the time. And we'll keep it short, more my style.
You're the one that creates the videos and edits them, so don't blame it on me.
Well, whatever. Yeah. So we're gonna take a look at some of these snakes, and
we hope you guys like them and enjoy
from there. Yeah. So stick around. Alright, so this first girl, and I apologize because timing is always impeccable with ball pythons, is she is in shed. So her beautiful orange like colors just aren't there. So this girl is a cinnamon het for tri-stripe that I picked up at Tinley from Sean Bradley at Excotics by Nature. She has the beginnings, I'm going to try to make this quick, of one marker, which we'll show you right here. That's kind of a tri-stripe marker. It's not a great one, but it is the beginnings of a tri-stripe marker.
Yeah, it's something.
Yeah. So there you go. We're going to make this quick. Off to number 2. Alright, so this gorgeous beast right here, this is an Orange Dream Extreme Gene. Pick this girl up in a twofer, if you will. Not buy one, get one free or anything like that. But I did pick up 2 females from Ken Masick. This being the Orange Dream Extreme Gene female. Really, really cool patterns here for the tail on that side and some of the melting.
Very pretty girl.
She blows. Solid eaters too. Both of these animals from him. One a little more than the other, but they just pound food. Pound. Can you say pound food?
Don't refuse a meal.
That's right. All right. This girl is also from Kenny Masick. I'm sorry, Ken Masick. Listening to Eyeball on his podcast, he doesn't like to be called Kenny, so it is Ken Masick. Ken Masick Reptiles. And this is a Butter Extreme Gene. Is also a female. Purchases hatchlings. Some cool melting in the tail there.
And this girl, insane eater compared to the other one.
Yeah. The other one pounds, and this one like hammer time pounds. There you go. Butter Extreme Gene. Alright, so here we have a pastel desert ghost female. I did pick this girl up at Tinley in October. We purchased her from CJ Pets. I honestly had never heard of him before. Not that that means anything, because I'm not the end-all be-all of knowing all the breeders. But she just looked fantastic. She literally just finished shedding today, and I can't describe how
clean.
Like every shed, she just gets better and better. And like there used to be a lot more noise here on the sides, and you see remnants here, and some stuff over here a little bit. But every time she sheds, it just goes away.
Yeah, I
It
tell
goes away. She just gets better and better. And this is one of the few snakes that I have named. Well, I didn't name. Actually, we had one of our subscribers name, and her name is Aniston. Again, a female, like I said, a female. And I tried to get the AKA Jennifer Aniston here today, but she wasn't having it. She said she had a bad hair day. She tends to go for like runs and walks and stuff, and she's at work on her break, and the wind blew her hair away, so she wasn't going to join you guys. So I apologize for that. I tried to get her mug, her beautiful mug on film, but she was having no fun with that. So
Yeah,
there you go.
I tell Jim every time I see this snake, I always seem to almost, like you can almost mistake it as like a micro scale / scale, because it's just so plain seeing it in person.
Yeah, you get that 3D look on here. You think it has something, but pastel, desert goose. All right, here we have an Enchi Clown, also a female. Picked this girl up from Justin Kabelka. And this girl, if I didn't know better, I would swear she is Blade as well. But I fully trust that Justin knows what he's doing, and there's no Blade here. But I have seen some Blade Enchi Clowns that don't look this good. She is just off the charts.
She's amazing.
Craziness. Really strong eater as well. She's a monster. She likes the mice. And again, we breed both mice and rats, so I really don't care if she eats mice right now. I just want her to keep eating. Once she starts to push the 500-600 mark, 700 mark, if I have to fast her a little bit to get her to take rats, then we'll do that. But as of right now, I don't care if she eats mice.
Again, and she.
As she runs away.
I know, right?
Actually, right before I just shut that off.
Still long enough.
Alright, so this girl is a GHI Red Stripe. Also picked her up at Tinley in October. From Justin Kabelka as well, just like the last snake. She was my first purchase. I went out with a decent chunk of change, but again, nothing compared to a lot of people, especially when you're buying investment animals for ball pythons. Some of these guys can be pretty pricey. But we did get her. We was able to pick her up Friday from Justin before the show really opened. And she's just amazing. I can't wait to get her to size and get some stuff into her. She was one of those weird feeders when she first came. She would eat and then wouldn't eat and wouldn't eat, and she was really slow to get started. But now we moved her into the new ARS rack that we have that is always behind us in the videos, and she is on a Pro Coco bedding, and she is just destroying stuff. She was only taking mice in the beginning, and now it's just mice, rats. It just doesn't matter. Absolutely doesn't matter what we feed her. She just eats all the time.
True beast mode.
Yeah. GHI Red Stripe. All right. So another animal. This female came from Art DeJacqueline out of Florida. He was the producer of, or founder of, the Kelly gene. And then Matt's going to talk about this girl.
Yep, so this girl is a Spider Kelly SK Exanthic female.
Another one of those just phenomenal eaters.
Yeah, you put it in there, doesn't last long. She's got, as you can see, she's got some really good size on her too. We just can't, we also have a couple other Exanthic stuff that we just can't wait to be able to work with this Kelly gene and see what it does.
For descriptive purposes, it looks similar-ish to Enchi, but from what I understand with it, it cleans things up a little bit better. So we'll see when we start mixing with some other things and getting some separate animals by themselves.
Again,
So, spider,
Kelly.
example. Female. Yes, female. If you're going to start breeding and you're going to do this, buy females. Don't do like me. Buy females. You can't breed for 2 years anyway. Buy females.
Okay, with this one, this snake we picked up from Nerd, also known New England reptile distributors. Just in case there's some people out there that don't know.
I guess it is possible. If they're into ball pythons and they don't know who Nerd is, they live under a rock.
Right. So this is another female. This female has pastel, spider, malum, bald, enchi, and 66%. Oh, sorry, I missed a gene. Lesser, yes, lesser's in there, and it's also she is also 66% het for pied.
So this was one of those top end purchases, especially coming from Nerd, that is really going to produce a bunch of stuff. Once she gets to size, she again was one of those feeders that wasn't eating as much as we would like, although she wasn't starving herself, but just not on a weekly basis. Now she's starting to hit stuff hard, which is great. She's really close to that 1,000 gram mark, that wall that a lot of breeders talk about. So she should be over that really quick and really stacking on weight. So she should be good to go by next season. And some breeding, I'm probably going to put her to something that has het or a visual het. As you know, we have a albino pied.
Yep.
So she may see the albino pied, so we can prove out the pied. And if all else fails, at least everything will be double het. So that's probably the direction that we'll see this go.
Yeah,
but again, you want to rattle those genes up for everybody.
All right. It is spider, pastel, lesser, bald, malum, 66% het for pied.
Well, that's a
female.
That is quite a mouthful. So 6 genes with the possible recessive in there as well. I just wish you could get the full color of this girl. She's just amazing. Alright, this is another one of those on again, off again feeders. This girl we picked up from Carson Phelps, and I got a good deal on her for a 3 gene. This is a pastel yellow belly red stripe. But that on again, off again, she is at that 1,000 gram wall. So they tip some snakes, some girls just hit the wall and they put themselves on a 2, 3, 4 month fast sometimes.
If you're lucky, you'll get some that'll just plow right through it.
Yeah. So hopefully this girl will come off that kind of fasting a little bit and just really start hitting the food hard. I'd like for her to be, to wait by next breeding season. I've got some really great plans for her and the red stripe stuff. But there you go. Pastel, yellow belly. Jumping right off the screen. Pastel, yellow belly, red stripe.
Female.
Did we say that? Female. What's the consensus here? Female, female,
female. All right, so our first male that we're going to show off. So we're kind of veered off a little bit from our.
It's like 1-to-9 ratio right now. Sometimes you find a deal or you find an animal that once you have girls, that's just going to plug into a project. And if it's a boy, you have to jump on it. But for the most part, if you're going to be doing this and you're going to breed, or there's a possibility you may breed in 2, 3, or 4 years, try real hard to find those girls first. If it's just a pet and you never plan to breed it, then it doesn't matter
buy what you want to look at.
Yep.
So as I said, it's a male. We picked this male up from Greg Graziani. It is a pastel exanthic, part of what's known as his dark phase line. So if you've ever been to his website, he's got a couple of videos where he's mixed in leopard and stuff, and the exanthic just comes out so dark.
Yeah, once it's layered with, again, more dark genes, leopard, GHI, it just darkens they almost look like like a Suma. It was so dark.
Right.
With like the pattern kind of glimmering underneath. It was pretty intense. So this guy is breeding for us right now. So we should have babies, Exanthic babies from this guy, as he's been paired to hets. So we're excited to see what's going to come out of those things. That'll be pretty neat.
Yeah, we're really hoping. Yeah, we're really hoping to get a little mixture of some of the light stuff and then definitely some of the dark stuff.
All right, so pastel, Exanthic, dark phase.
All right, guys, this is a. We get him sit still. This is another male. It is a albino mahogany. We picked this boy up from Royal Pythons. They're out of, I believe, Florida. Don't quite quote me on that. I'm not 100% sure. We picked this male up off of an auction they had, and we're looking to breed him in this year to some of the females, but he's been a little picky and really hasn't done much.
Slow to breed. He has plugs, but doesn't quite know what to do.
Alright, so again, an albino mahogany male.
Alright, this is a yellow belly, 100% het for tri-stripe. This was part of the pair that one that I was mentioning that I picked up in Tinley, that I was talking to you about. This male, again, these guys were hatchlings. This male is a monster. He eats. I wouldn't have normally bought a male as a hatchling for a project that I'm really just starting to get into, but it was a great deal, and I can't really look past great deals. I had space.
Go ahead with it.
So yeah, so we got him. Again, yellow belly, 100% het for tri-stripe. So in a couple of years, there are going to be some killer tri-stripes coming out of this club.
Alright, next one. I know we keep saying by females, females, females. This is another male. This is a pastel het puzzle. Only reason I went with this before buying a female, he was on auction. The price was so low, so good, couldn't pass it up. So I ended up getting him. I got him last year. I actually just picked up a het puzzle female. I'm not going to tell you what's in her. We'll save that for another video. So again, a pastel het puzzle male.
And she's pretty well started. The female, the het puzzle female that's coming is in the like 300-400 gram mark. So she's not quite his size, but she's got some size on her, so she'll settle in and start eating them and hopefully be up to weight pretty quick.
Yep.
Okay, so this guy is another male. This was bought the beginning of the year. This is a pastel spider SK Exanthic Kelly. We got this one in the previous female kind of grouped together. I actually wasn't even looking for an animal. I was talking to Art DeJacqueline about a female. He sent me his list and I saw all these genes stacked on this guy, and I had to take a look and see what the picture looked like, and this is just one of those animals that I was like, oh my god, I can't not have that in my collection. So Matt bought the female and I picked up this guy here, and he is a complete chow hound.
Yeah, I thought the girl ate a lot. Dude, this male.
He has never refused a meal. I think he would eat every day if I fed him every day. Because every time you open the bin, he's always looking for food. So anyway, from Art DeJacqueline, pastel, spider, Kelly, SK Exanthic. It's funny, all the girls ended up being stacked in the front and all the boys in the back. I didn't realize we bought so many boys. But this was an auction guy. I have, again, some of the Desert Ghost stuff you see. I have another female that actually I should double check because I think she was also a 17 purchase that are het for Desert Ghost. And This guy was an auction. Nobody had bid on him, so I got him really cheap. This is a pewter 100% het Desert Ghost. I've seen some of the pewter Desert Ghost stuff. They look pretty decent. So I mean, I'm happy to have this guy in the collection. I was gonna sell him. He is actually up on Morph Market. Would much rather have like a leopard or something like that. But you can see with these pewters that they actually, I have another one that is het for ghost, and they turn green. So they start this gray, at least the two that I have, and they start to turn green. You can see some green here, some green starting to come through down inside. And the other male, we can do a video on him later too, but he is just like all green. He almost looks like a green pastel. But here you go. Pewter, 100% het, Desert Ghost. Alright, so this is the last girl that is just going to run now because she had some cocoa on her, and Matt tried to, brush her off instead of just leaving her with a little bit of cocoa, and now she's all freaked out and fired up. So this girl is a super pastel, 100% het for Desert Ghost Bell line. She's one of those picky eaters. She's taken a couple rats. She's mostly mice when she feels like it. She's long, she's thin, she needs to eat. She kind of came that way. I was slightly disappointed when she showed up because she was really long and looked like she hadn't eaten in a while. So I'm not going to mention the breeder that we got her from. I just will never buy from them again. But she is sold to me as a super pastel, 100% het Desert Ghost. Alright, so there was a quick look at 15 animals. So 15 animals we bought last year.
It was a good year.
Yeah, well, it was a busy year. Most of that was really second half of the year. The first of the year kind of started off a little slow. This year is also starting that way. We tend to buy from big names, people I know. If I do take a chance on somebody, that animal has to look absolutely phenomenal. I mean, phenomenal. I was looking for a particular type of animal for a het clown female to put into my collection, and I was almost dead set on getting it from a particular individual that I do have other snakes from, that I've bought multiple snakes from. And then Matt was online on Fauna or something like that. He says, dude, you gotta check out this snake. It's exactly what you want. And dude, it's ridiculous. And it wasn't really that much cheaper. It was really maybe $50 to $75 cheaper than going to the really big name. But in my opinion, the quality of this animal that I was looking at was just off the. It was a huge step up in difference. And his name is Matt Hahn, that I bought this animal from. If you haven't seen him, he is Sandow Excotics. He is on Instagram. He is on Facebook. Check him out on those. I'll put a link in the description so you can check him out. High quality animals, really cool guy. Stuff, yeah. Really straightforward, honest. He'll work with you stuff as well, and always has decent deals on high quality animals. So definitely check out Matt Hahn on Instagram, Sandow Excotics on Instagram, and his Facebook. And again, I will put some links in the comments below so you guys can just click and look. So I hope you enjoyed this. I'm just rambling here. Right. I hope you enjoyed this. It was like 15 animals or so that we purchased and we went through.
Yeah, we really hope that you guys like them as much as we did when we were going through and looking at these guys to purchase them.
Yeah, well, and they're growing because most of them are babies. I don't usually buy too many big items because your dollar goes further. So if you're going to spend $800 to $1,000 on a hatchling, you're going to get way more bang for your buck than if you find those same genes in an animal that is 1,000 grams or 1,500 grams or 2,000 grams, and you're just going to pay through the nose for it. So for me, I like to get them. I like to get the animals in as hatchlings, get them acclimated to my climate and to my care and my kind of stuff. So that way, they'll start eating, and then I have less problems feeding those animals once they're here. Them are a royal pain in the butt. but needless to say,
Royal Python.
Oh, okay. I was thinking bud, and I'm like, I don't know how that works, but anyway, yeah. So Royal, funny. So yeah. So again, thanks for sticking around. All right. Well, there you have it. Thanks again for watching. Sorry we rambled there for a little bit. And again, this is gonna probably be one of the longer videos, and because I haven't shot the animals yet, so we do our intro piece, and then our pre-intro, our intro, and then we do our outro. So I'm doing this before I shoot animals, and we typically, that's how we do most of our stuff. So we'll shoot in this format, and then I break down the equipment, set it up over where we shoot the animals, and that way we get good shots of the animals for you guys. So again,
all right,
I just can't get it. You know, it's the excitement of making the video for you guys because I haven't done one in so long. I'm like,
we got to take like all those videos we missed, cram it all into one, and just start talking a whole bunch.
Yeah, it doesn't need to be an hour long because it would be.
Right.
So anyway, you got it. Subscribe,
like,
and share.
Comment. Tell us what you think.
Yeah, let us know.
Yeah.
And we'll see you guys on the next video.
Cheers.
Peace. All right, guys. Thanks. Oh, man. I just can't. But we've purchased for the ball python collection. I haven't done any purchases this year for our dragon stuff.
No, this year we were really focusing on getting our ball python stuff really going. I know.
Hi guys, thanks for joining us on this video. In this video, that said the same word too many times.
Yeah, let's I guess close it out. Let's just subscribe, like.
Don't look at me. Don't look at me. He looks at me. Don't look at me. Alright guys, for this video, we're going to take a look at our 2017 purchases. All those animals we picked up along the way for our ball python collection.
Hope you guys like it. Let's take a look.
Matt was just fondling my buttons. I'm sorry. I can't.
Oh, no.